Okay, so this is my guide to arriving in Medellin airport. So I just came through domestic arrivals from Cartagena, and when you walk out, it'll be a lot of people asking for taxis. So what I recommend is catching the airport taxi, and it's a flat rate for 80,000 or 80,000 pesos. So you want the taxis and the white cars. So I'm going to walk to one of these white cars, and I'll just confirm the price. Public servicio, ¿cuántos Medellín? Huh? Circle poblado. ¿Cuántos?
Vale 90 la tarifa.
Huh?
90.
I thought 80.
No, la tarifa es 90, la decían 80 el año pasado.
¿Cómo?
80.000 fue la del año pasado.
Och-
Este año es 90.
90?
Es la tarifa oficial.
No, it's 80.
No, pregúntale al que ya está 90. Ah, el año pasado fue 80.
Déjame preguntar. Yeah, that's not the flat rate. He was trying to say 90,000. So I don't really try to talk to people that's not honest, you know. You know, the most important part in Medellin is getting from the airport to your hotel safely. So let me just double check. Chico. $80 a la Medellín. 80,000.
80.000, 90.000,
¿Ah?
90.
90.
¿A qué parte va?
¿Cuándo cambia el precio?
¿A qué parte va?
Cerca de Poblado.
Yo lo llevo por 80, pero llevo otros dos pasajeros hasta San Diego y ahí sigo con ustedes.
¿Dos personas?
Sí.
No,
Una-
menos. Menos. Es dos.
No hay particulares.
Sí, por eso. Yo lo llevo por 80, pero llevo otro pasajero más hasta San Diego y ahí sigo con ustedes para el poblado.
No, hay que do 60 por otro 60.
No, 70 y llevo dos más. Le salimos ahora.
Azote.
Ahí ganamos todo.
Piense 80 siempre, precio.
80 y llevo otro pasajero.
No sé. See, they changing stuff up, man. See, it's usually 80,000 for one person, and now he's trying to say if I want another person, I have to pay 80. So it's basically they charge the people the same price, even if you're gonna let a stranger ride in your car. When usually they only get that for one ride, so they're trying to load up. So I have to make sure. Yeah, 80,000 Medellín. 80?
90.000.
90? Ah,
¿Qué parte vas?
usualmente yo pago 80 por Medellín.
90.000 tarifa oficial.
¿Cuándo cambia?
90.000.
¿Cuándo el precio cambia?
Subió.
Antes es 80.
Diciembre.
¿Diciembre? Ah, ok.
En diciembre.
Ok, ya.
Sí, ¿para dónde vas?
Yo buscar un momento, yeah. En Medellín. Hotel.
Address, please.
Okay. Yeah. So sorry about that. The prices changed as of December. So now it's 90,000 for a taxi to the airport. So that should be about, let's say, divide by 4. I can't do my math in my head right now. So you're looking at about $22, about $22, $23. So yeah, $22 or $23. That is 90,000. correction. It used to be 80, now it's 90, and they said they changed in about December. So, vale. See, now they play. You play the game. So usually the túnel is más caro than the largo distancia. Esta distancia más largo, largo tiempo.
Al contrario, esta es más rápida.
Pero no es siempre, el túnel es más rápido.
De regreso al aeropuerto sí es más rápido.
Pero-
Es Tesoro y ahí
pero-
mismo al túnel. Acá habría que bajar todo.
Pero el precio es diferente por túnel.
Ah, no, es el mismo precio. Mismo. Medellín, la misma tarifa.
Ok, yo pregunta de autoridades because I'm going to tomar tu número and pregunta, ¿está cierto?
¿Cómo es mi precio?
That's no es justicia. That's not fair. You cannot. If I pay because I want you to use the túnel.
Pues,
Yes. I make. I-
Ruta rápida.
You no decite. You didn't tell me. No decite.
Excuse me, pues, no English, Spanish, de pronto.
So next time you have to clarify if they're going to use the tunnel, because I wanted to make a video for the tunnel. Now there's no tunnel. So before, anybody that never traveled to Medellin, so before they didn't have a tunnel. So it used to take a lot of time, maybe up to 45 minutes to get from the airport to usually to like El Poblado or wherever in Medellin you're going. Usually take up to 45 minutes. Then a few years ago, they built a tunnel, which makes it maybe about 20 minutes faster. But you know, with the tunnel, it's tolls, so they have to pay tolls to go through the tunnel. So that kind of, makes the price a little higher. Because before, maybe to the, before the tunnel, you probably pay 60,000 or 50,000 pesos, which is 60 mil or 500 mil. No, 50 mil, sorry. So you're talking about between 13 to $17. So now they want to avoid paying the toll, so they're going to take me the longer distance to avoid the tunnel, which I should be paying a cheaper price. Now maybe for us, maybe it's not that big of a deal, but it's still not the right thing. So I'm actually kind of glad that I got this information, because now you know what to look out for. So I'm almost at the hotel. So I recommend this hotel because it's attached to a mall. It's called El Tesoro Centro Commercial, or El Tesoro Parque Centro Commercial. I'll put the name in the description, but I recommend this hotel because it's attached to a mall. That kind of is an added layer of security. If you got someone meeting you, you could meet them. You could have them meet them to the mall, meet them in the mall in a public place. Make sure the vibe is good, and then you could just go to your, hotel room instead of just sending somebody to your hotel, and then you get to the room and the vibe is different or something ain't right, and it's just not enough, cameras that that have seen you interact with that person, versus you in a mall. You've walked through several different cameras before going to your hotel room. Also, the reason why I am very strict on transportation is because it's very dangerous getting from the airport to your destination with the long ride, and there's so many detours and hidden hideaways, you know, if you're with the untrustworthy or not honest driver, you know, they can set you up. I've heard of people being set up with taxis, and they get robbed as soon as they get to their destination, you know, and you know, they're talking on the phone or walkie-talkies or whatever communication, and sometimes you may not know what's going on, and so you want to, you know, you have to pay attention to the routes that they take too, because if the route doesn't seem typical, you know, that's why I had questioned, because I was like, something ain't right, you know. What else? Yeah, so it's not about being cheap or anything like that, but it's about weeding out the people that's honest versus not honest, you know. That's just an extra step, you know, I prefer to take, especially when coming to Medellin. So I think we're arriving to my hotel. Like I said before, it's attached to a mall, and let's see, yep, so should be pulling up shortly, but this is kind of how it looks pulling up. So, you know, I'm gonna pay what we agreed on, but I do know that it should have been different if he wasn't using a tunnel. Or at least that could have been, you know, explained. So this is the entrance of the hotel right here. I'll be able to show you in a moment.